Hey, welcome to another episode of the Fighter Stance Combat Sports Edition. I got Patrick, Won't Stop Giggling Miller here as my co-host.
Yeah, you sound like so hardcore, like a radio personality. It's a great intro.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck, we both have faces for radio too. So like,
Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah,
I hope you like
no.
it.
Hey, listen.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, we just
You saying I got a radio face?
I said we both
Get out
do.
of town, bro.
Bro, your face was a catcher's mitt for like 4 years.
I've been in a movie, dude. Call me Hollywood.
What movie were you in?
Alita Battle Angel.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was in a fight scene.
What?
I got my makeup done next to Christoph Waltz, the evil Nazi from Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, he was the dude from Django. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you win?
The J is silent.
Yeah, I know. Did you?
No, the D is silent. Sorry.
So I know that you guys listen to the podcast, so you know that I love defense soaps and defense wipes. They also have a large array of other products. Like we have 2 foot washing stations out at the mats. So it's not just soap and it's not just wipes. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. So make sure you guys go check out their website and get some of the other products as well as your defense wipes and your defense soap.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I got
Django.
Django. I got killed by a
The Battle Angel?
little cyborg. Yeah, Battle Angel.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Did you like how that worked? Like, were you in Hollywood and they're like, hey, you know how to fight?
No, my old friend Steve Brown, the last guy to beat Jordan Burroughs in college.
Really?
Went to Central Michigan, started doing a bunch of stunt stuff. Well, first, he was cornering Eve Edwards. He was coaching a bunch of guys in wrestling in the UFC.
We stop touching my legs.
Sorry, bro. This won't be the last time.
No.
And yeah, eventually he just started getting into stunt stuff. Now he's like the stunt coordinator for all the Equalizer movies with Denzel. He was on all the what's that one where it's like Avatar. He was on all the Avatars.
Okay.
And he was a stunt coordinator for this movie. They filmed a lot in Austin because Robert Rodriguez was involved with it, and there's a bunch of studios here.
That's cool.
So he got me in on it. Did 2 days of it. First day I got in on the shot, like this one guy, he was already in there, and he messed up. And people in film are really mean. So this guy named Garrett Warren with an eye patch, he was like the main stunt guy. And he yelled at this guy and was like, "Can you do it?" I go, "I can do it." And I jumped in and did the stunt. It was great. And the next day, we're doing a bar fight scene.
They pay you?
Paid really well. I still get like residuals? From it. Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Every few months I get like $84.
Dude, $84 is better than no dollars.
Heck yeah. But we're doing a bar fight scene.
I think they're doing a sequel. Are you going to be in the sequel?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I almost walked out of the movie before my part. I'm not a big fan of it. Wasn't my genre. But it
was a good movie though. If you like that shit, if you like
that stuff, yeah, it was a great movie.
Andrew says I don't though. I like black and white films.
I've told people that I was in that movie. They're like, "Oh my god, it's my favorite movie." I go, "Oh,
we are not the same.
You're not my guy."
Yeah.
But next day, bar fight scene with like another one of these stunt guys, but he was a little bit of a different stunt guy. He's more like an actor. As a stunt guy trying to become an actor, you know?
Yeah.
So I let a little slip, you know, and I made a little contact. And like we're like going so rough and tumble. And I knew this guy was an actor right when I kind of slapped him. He stopped and goes, "Hey dude, you can't touch me." Oh, well, okay.
I can. I'm gonna touch you all over.
Did.
Yeah. Just so you know, I'm gonna touch you all over now.
Okay, so anyway, now that we've clarified I'm not a radio face, just a radio voice.
You were a stuntman, bro. They're not dimes. Like all you gotta do is look good from behind. You got broad shoulders. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Your hair looks good. That's all we need.
Whatever, dude. Okay. UFC 304. What'd y'all think of it, man?
Dana White was pissed.
Wasn't my favorite fight card. Yeah. I can't believe they did it on just cater to the American audience for it. We could do our usual early prelims at 5 and go till midnight. And these guys were going 11 p.m. till 6 a.m.
Hey, is the UFC a American company?
Yeah.
Yeah, suck it, nerds. Hey, everyone, every other location in the world, suck it, nerds. We're doing it from.
But like they go to like Abu Dhabi and we're watching it at weird times during the day, you know?
Yeah, because Dana White knows who's got the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I messed up though.
We did do one.
No. So the first fight that we picked, for some reason, I remember we talked about it. We talked about
Silva.
the Muhammad versus Cape, because that was the first one.
Yeah.
We both picked Muhammad though, and for some reason I put Cape because you were like riding that dude so hard. Like, he's the best thing since he beat Ian McCall, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I'm going Muhammad. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I still knew what to pick.
Yeah. No.
I was just kind of tricking you.
Yeah.
Just so I get one more pick right than you.
Yeah, that Muhammad, like that dude, he was like a little bit dirty, though. He grabbing shorts.
He's terrible. He gave Cape a wedgie, and I think Dana's cutting him now, right?
Well, his contract's over with.
His contract's over, but he's still 7-0 or 8-0 in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's still getting rid of him.
Yeah, because he's also ranked number 6.
Yeah. I mean, it is wild to get rid of him. I think Dana's just super pissed because
he's a dirty fighter and boring.
Yeah, but that's like a lot of guys. Like, I mean, maybe not dirty fighters, but boring fighters. There's plenty of them that win and don't get cut. You know who did get cut, though, way back when was
maybe it takes a 2 thing. It's
Elias Theodoro. Do you remember him?
Yeah. Maybe it's like a 2. Like if you could be a boring fighter,
you can't be boring and dirty.
Yeah, you can't be boring and dirty.
Dirty or boring.
No, so you could be dirty and like really exciting. It's okay.
Yeah,
but
cool.
if you're dirty and boring,
right, you're out of here.
Yeah. It's like I bet they really like. Remember back in the day when Paul Daly fought Josh Kosh? No,
try to sucker punch him after the bell.
Yeah, right. Like I bet if he just would have like if he wouldn't have sucker punched him, but like just pushed him or something, he would have been okay.
He'd been fine.
Yeah, because he was exciting.
He was
dirty.
so exciting
and dirty.
Yeah.
You can't be both.
No.
All right. But we both picked Muhammad. Okay, he's out of the UFC now, so like who really wins?
Yeah, I want to see more of Manel Cape though. He was good. He had some good defense against Muhammad, but that guy's wrestling is just so good. If he does go to PFL or something like that, watch for that guy to be the champion.
Yeah, well, so right now we're at a draw. We're 1-0 as our picks. And then we go to Molly McCann and Bruno Brazil. So you made a comment that I don't know anything about fighting because I picked her because she was tough and mean. And I'm going to go ahead and say that you're probably right because I lost this fight. I know when to eat crow. I'll eat crow right now, but also fuck you. Okay, that's one curse word.
That was a good fight though. That Bruno Brazil, she's pretty tall, man. I mean, she looked good in that fight. Yeah. I didn't realize that McCann was that big of a favorite though.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, I think that was going because the betting line will shift as it gets closer to the fight. And I think because it wasn't that the other day.
I mean, mostly those locals were the favorite, right?
Yeah, 100%. Maybe they watched the podcast and heard what I said, and then
Of course, that's it.
Oh, bro, thanks.
Come on.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, so now it's
okay.
Let's
Wood
move on.
versus Pineda. Dude,
yeah,
and so you were right. So Pineda, my guy, longtime Houston dude. You're right. He tested. Dude, you know he got kicked out of the PFL because he was going to make it to the finals. Yeah. He had won 2 fights in the PFL. He was going to go against Lance Palmer for the $1 million in the championship and tested positive for, was that one testosterone?
Yeah, and that's why he also got kicked out of Bellator.
Yeah, and then
the UFC.
Then he tested. No, he got kicked out of the UFC the first time for losing a couple of fights.
Yeah,
but he also got suspended in the UFC for an amphetamine. Yeah.
My man likes to party.
Pitt, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah,
Come
bro.
on, man.
Clean that shit up. It doesn't really matter, though, because Nathaniel Wood.
Yeah, he beat him 2 of the nastiest left hooks. I'd be surprised if his orbital bone was not broken. But I got to say, from close guard, really nice hip bump sweep.
Yes, no, good.
That was.
Yeah, I mean,
he's grade A.
He's good, but like again, like you can't get popped hot in every organization for some PEDs.
Not a good look.
Or amphetamines, and then be like, I'm surprised the UFC let him back in there.
Yeah. Not a good look, but I mean, it's funny because he got kicked out of PFL, let back into the UFC. Yeah. Big win. I guess like a 4-fight win streak.
So right now, we're 1-1.
1-1. Yeah. Cool.
And then a draw because we picked the same guy. So 1-1.
Okay.
This is where it all go downhill for you, though, big guy. So here we go. Arnold Allen versus
Giga Chikadze.
Yeah.
That was a good fight. Arnold Allen. Durable, tough, good defense. Like Chikadze threw everything at him, but Arnold Allen's pressure just made it too hard for Chikadze to get off on his strikes.
And Arnold Allen's so good. I just don't know. Like, I don't know if he'll ever beat like Max. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and even if we go like, so now that Volk's not the champion, like who are you going to give Arnold Allen's number 6? Like that would be a good fight for Volk coming back. But Arnold Allen ain't beating Volk.
No, I don't think so.
But it would be a good. So like they're in the UFC, so you're never going to get a tune-up fight.
Right.
But like Arnold Allen versus Volk would be a decent tune-up fight.
I mean, it'd be really cool for Arnold Allen. I mean, he's number 6 now. He's got to have those fights, right? Yep. There's nobody else really there.
Yep. And you think about it. So Max Holloway's going to fight Taporia. And then like if you kind of look at like where everything's going, I think the next UFC is it's a fight night, but it's upcoming. The next fight night is it's Sandhagen versus however
Nurmagomedov.
Is there another one?
There's a lot of them. Yeah. You mean the Nurmagomedovs?
That's terrifying.
Yeah, there's Umar, there's Usman, there's a couple in Bellator.
Dude, the one in Bellator, there's like a light heavyweight one. Scary.
Oh, I was thinking of the one in Bellator that's maybe a lightweight. In any case, Arnold Allen, man, big things from him. That's a huge win for him. I got to imagine Giga's getting a little bit older at this point. But I'm happy to see Arnold Allen just climbed up the ranks like that. Yeah,
and again, my man works hard. He talks a little bit of shit, but it's really funny because he's got the accent. So it's like, okay. So yeah, no, I'm about it. But it was a pick'em fight though.
Yeah.
Like the next one, same thing, but as in picks, I won.
We both picked Rodriguez.
No, I'm saying for that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
congratulations.
Now I'm 2-1.
Okay.
And 1, and you're 1-2.
Wait, what? We can't just discount the Muhammad fight though. That's not like a no contest. He still won the fight. So just because he's getting kicked out of the UFC
what does it mean? I'm 3-1.
No, so I did Muhammad and Bruna Silva.
So you're
and Pitt and Giga. So I'm 2-2 right now.
And I'm 3-1. Because Molly McCann fucked me.
You took Muhammad, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Molly McCann fucked
Correct.
me.
Yeah, you're 3-1.
Okay.
Looking good, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay, yeah. I wish I hadn't talked all that shit about you not being able to pick fights. Anyway.
Well, the one that here's the deal though, is the one that you talked shit about, I actually lost that fight. So it's kind of a win for you.
Oh, yeah, that was your reasoning.
yeah.
Christian Leroy Duncan versus Gregory Rodriguez. Man, Christian Leroy Duncan, that kid's good.
Yeah, so I think it's one of those things where the Gregory Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, that's probably
my man. Like the RoboCop?
RoboCop.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Yeah, his name fits. Yeah,
it's pretty great.
Yeah. He's awesome.
I
wonder if he's really a police officer.
I doubt it. He's huge though.
Yeah, but remember that guy who was there was a guy that was in the UFC with Brazilian dude. He was like part of their the Brazilian SWAT team or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's that guy's name?
Is that Pauly Tiago?
Yeah, Pauly Tiago. Yeah, they call him like the Pepos or whatever it is. Yeah, so scary. Someone's gonna roast me because it's probably not that name, but yeah, wild, bro.
That was a good fight, man. Gregory Rodriguez, he's looking better and better with his striking. He just he like clubs. He's so big and strong. Christian Leroy Duncan hit him with that nasty elbow that just sliced him. He sneaks those elbows in. He's got a really cool highlight reel where he went elbow and knocked the guy out. He goes from a little bit too much, from a little bit out of range, but when he does hit him, man, they look beautiful.
Do you think that for him though, Christian Leroy Duncan, a little bit of a specialist? And Gregory, he's more well-rounded. A
little more well-rounded, but I mean, I think the big thing that separates them was the ground game, right?
Yeah, 100%. But let's say Leroy Duncan goes and figures out that ground game or at least takedown defense. He's gonna be tough to deal with. I think
that's exactly what he's gonna do too, because I think he was on a 4-fight win streak, and he got stopped by got beat by Gregory Rodriguez. Mostly,
it was a unanimous decision though.
Yeah, I mean, underwhelming grappling. I think that'll be the thing that he goes back to the drawing board and works on that.
So what am I, 4-1 now? You're 3-2?
2-3.
2-3.
3-2. Who's keeping track?
3. Well, I've only lost one. Though.
Okay.
4-1.
Yeah.
And you're
3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Next. Paddy Pimblett versus King Green. All right. So I will never tell one of my fighters to jump on a ghillie.
Right.
I don't like it. And if you I got it. Dustin Poirier is always going to jump on a ghillie, death, taxes, and ghillies for that guy. And he'll come back to fight Conor McGregor just whenever. But every time I see someone jump on a guillotine, I'm like, oh shit, I'm worried. But it didn't. Green shot a horrible takedown. He jumped on a guillotine, arm in guillotine, and then
went to the triangle.
Yeah, because
he jumped the guillotine so high that by the time Green landed, one leg was already over the shoulder.
Yeah, because he jumped it and it he caught it here when he jumped it initially, and so not great for a guillotine.
Right.
but awesome for a triangle. And again, I thought Paddy was like, again, I don't know why Green's shooting takedowns on Paddy, but like he, if you look at the fight, like we talked about this, you were like, they're the same height, but he was longer, bro.
Big time.
Yeah.
I can't think of the last time King Green, shot a takedown. The guy's always just boxing people up
and
defending takedowns from here.
So I wonder if he was like, excuse me. I wonder if it was one of those like nerves or something else.
Or it's like 4 a.m. and he's just not thinking straight.
I mean, you make that excuse, but you gotta train. It's the thing where, fucking what's his name? He was the UFC heavyweight champion. They fought in Mexico. He lost to
Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, Fabricio Verdum.
Yeah.
Fabricio Verdum was there for like 3 months beforehand, like training. Kane went like the week before. And was like the altitude's not gonna be a problem.
An altitude thing though. This was a time
Dude,
thing.
no, I know, but
this was like how long before your fight do you set all your practices at 3 a.m.?
So that's the point that I'm making.
Yeah,
is with the Fabricio Verdum, the Cain Velasquez, he moved to Mexico City because of the altitude. Bro, if I gotta train, if I know I'm fighting at 4 o'clock in the morning, guess what, training partners? You're gonna be up early. I'm gonna pay you, but you're gonna be up early.
Yeah.
So like, I don't find that I don't think that's an excuse. I realize it's inconvenient.
It's not an excuse, but I think it's harder to adapt to that than it is to get there early and just train in Mexico City, right? To develop your whole training camp around like sleeping to be a vampire.
Yeah, but how bad do you want it though?
Right. No, that's a good point.
How
man.
bad do you want? I mean, Fabricio, like if I was like a smaller dude and I had to go live in Mexico City, I wouldn't make weight.
Why
Bro,
not?
just all the food, it's
not just like Tex-Mex, right?
No, I know. Okay. I love Mexican food.
Okay,
but it's Mexico City. A lot of Californians live in Mexico City now.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's cheaper.
Well,
and it's still close to.
You hear that, Californians? Don't come here. Go to Mexico City.
Yeah. It's a problem.
So with the Bobby Green fight and Paddy Pimblett looked awesome. He looked jacked, shredded. I love the cornrows. His striking looked good too.
His orange shorts
looked good.
Yeah.
He didn't really get touched by much. King Green took the takedown, went for it. Hasn't been submitted in 9 years.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Do you think though that like so if King Green's 15 and Paddy Pimblett just finished him like that,
he's got to be in there.
Do you think? Yeah, they're gonna put him. But do you think they're gonna jump him above 15?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. So some people are gonna have to go down. But do you know what I'm saying? Like he did it in such a like
he did it faster than Islam.
He did it in such an impressive fashion.
Yeah.
Now, if he fought Islam.
Right. No, it's not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this MMA math.
Hey, you know how this last fight called it Pimbleton?
Yeah.
So just like on the last one, we had Ty, the warehouse guy, give you his parlays. So what we're going to do right now before we move on to the co and the main, we're going to have this guy named Sean. We're going to try to, again, we'll see if this works. Sean pronounce UFC fighters' names. He's this dude from New York. He's done every thing you can do to serve the people of America. So we're going to have him we're going to get him to make you guys laugh now. Okay. So we'll probably insert that right about now. All right, let's move on to the main event.
Co-main,
that's right.
Yeah, buddy. Aspinall versus Blades.
Yeah, so we're with this. Do you think that Curtis Blades' chin is gone?
Yeah. Who else has been knocked out by him?
Let's find out. So he has, because his record is 18-5-0. Wins by knockout. So let's see.
He got knocked out by Sergey. He got knocked out by Derek Lewis.
Yep. Did he get knocked out by? They don't even have who won these two fights.
Yeah,
Did he get knocked out by Dos Santos?
The JDS. I'm sure he beat the Abdukimov.
He got beat up pretty.
That's a good name for Sean to pronounce.
Yep. He got beat up pretty bad by Ngannou.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's a lot of those are big KO losses, you know? It's not just it was a little, TKO ground and pound finish. That was boom. Got rocked by some of the biggest punchers in the sport.
Yeah, and boxing apparently now too. So what do you think? Do you think that Like he also fought.
I won't say that his chin is gone. I would just say that's a side effect of being a heavyweight and fighting guys that are, almost 265 pounds.
So in Curtis Blades, I also think he's probably one of the better athletes in the heavyweight division.
Big time.
Like he moves decently well, but like Tom Aspinall made him look like he was standing still. And this isn't a knock on Curtis Blades because my man's been in there with some dogs, but like
See, I disagree. Like I think early on, Blades hit him with a couple of shots. Aspinall kind of rushed in, ran into some punches, and Blade hit him.
Yeah, so you can't do that to John Jones though.
No,
I know everybody's talking about that, but if you put Tom Aspinall versus John Jones, when he rushes in, he's gonna get blasted off his feet.
Well, I think if he rushes it in with John Jones, he gets taken down.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna get
blasts off.
Yeah,
his
right.
feet. Gotcha.
And John Jones really don't even shoot double legs, but if you come in high, like that's an easy takedown.
Big time. Yeah,
because John does a lot of upper body throws and single legs, like running the pipe and stuff like that.
Listen, Blades has fought all the best heavyweights in the division. I just don't.
You think he's that guy?
I think he's got a ceiling. Yeah, I think he'll be the perennial gatekeeper from now on.
Yeah, and I don't know how you fix it this late in your career either, right? Like that sucks because the dude's been around forever, and I would really like to see him hold the title, but you got to start over now.
I know how you fix it.
What's that?
You go to another organization against less competent heavyweights and hopefully beat them.
I mean, yeah.
You go to PFL and get a championship there, or something like that.
I don't even know. PFL's got some dogs.
It's pretty tough, yeah.
That dude that knocked out Ryan Bader.
Who was that's a big fella.
Yeah. I saw them when they did the face off and I was like,
that guy's giant. You're right.
Ryan Bader's in trouble.
Yeah, Ryan Bader's also a 205er. However, I get what you're saying. Aspinall, man, impressive as usual. The guy has very little fight time though. Now I gotta see him versus Jones or Stipe. I just want to see him fight more. I want to see him taking some deeper water because again, the only time that we've seen him lose is hurting his leg in the last one against Blades. He's lost via heel hook before and he's lost via elbow DQ. So we haven't really seen that guy get challenged too much yet. Like his last fight against Sergey, he beat him in a minute or two as well.
Yeah, but that's not his fault though.
It's not his fault.
Yeah,
at
right.
all.
My guy's doing what he can do, but he put a camp together. Apparently, their camp where he trained, his gym or whatever, it's all heavyweights.
Really?
And they're just out there doing the damn thing. Yeah, he talks about it in the post fight.
Well, one of these guys that fought earlier on, the Modestas Bakakis from Lithuania, he trained that whole camp with Aspinall and looked freaking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Curtis Blades needs to go to a different camp.
Just
change things up.
Change of scenery is always nice, but his camp is top notch. Those guys in Colorado.
No, I'm not knocking.
Yeah.
I'm saying when you're in a place for so long, you kind of hit a ceiling, and maybe it's time to maybe he needs to go to AKA or something like that.
Yeah,
they do really good work with wrestlers at AKA, Daniel Cormier, Cain Velasquez. Maybe he goes over there and gets a different look.
Yeah, but I agree going to a different camp. However, I think a lot of the camps that we think of now are not the same camps they were in the past, AKA being one of them.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. I'm making an example of
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you could say that about
he's so good. He's got to be able to win more. But that's just kind of the nature of this sport. Sometimes you look at a fighter and you're like, dude, this guy's on a 6-fight skid. And you're like, yeah, but he's fought the champion, number 1, 2, and 3.
Just why my record's so salty is because everybody I fought I didn't take a tune-up fight.
Yeah.
They were all dogs. Hey, thank you for that, by the way. All right, let's move on to this main event.
Okay. Leon versus Bilal.
We were both wrong on this. Wait. So we both picked that right. So I'm at 5-1.
Yeah.
And you're at 4-2.
4-2. Not bad.
And so I went.
Yeah.
No.
So I'll end up 4-3. You'll end up 5-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, no. All right. Anyways, so Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad. So I'm going to go ahead and do this publicly. I apologize to Bilal Muhammad. I didn't think you had a chance of winning this fight. That being said, you're still a D-bag.
But so Bilal Muhammad beat the last guy that I fought.
You're insufferable.
In the UFC was Lyman Good. And I remember if somebody beats you, typically if you don't hate them, you want to see them.
Yeah.
You want to see them succeed.
Yeah.
So it makes the loss on you sting less.
Yeah.
I remember Lyman Good had a couple of good fights after he fought me. Then he fought Bilal and just got dominated.
Yeah, but Lyman Good though, savage.
But that's when I realized how good Bilal Muhammad was.
Also scary.
Yeah.
And didn't his nickname used to be Remember the Name?
That's Bilal's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bilal. Remember the name?
I think it still is.
Yeah.
But man, he fought such a good fight. So I mean, okay, so a couple of things that he does. He pressured
Spikes
Leon
people.
really,
Spikes
he
people on their
pressured him
head.
really well. So if you look at like Kamaru was somebody like that who kind of stays at kickboxing distance with Leon,
Yeah.
he can do his thing. But Bilal is kind of in his face, pressuring him, making his kicks less effective, right? A couple of body kicks, some hands, but nothing much. And he gets his back to the cage and does that super quick double where there's no time to get double unders. He's already against the cage, so he can't sprawl. It looked very Dagestani. It looked very Islam-esque, very Khabib-esque.
Yeah, I saw a picture on the internet, and it had Islam on one side, Khabib on the other, and then Bilal in the middle. I was like, how did anyone pick against this guy?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much after every shot, he had his hands together under the butt already.
Yeah. And
usually that's something you struggle for.
Yeah,
and he had it right away.
And if you get like, so back of the thighs is like what you like need to get.
Yeah.
But the butt is like what you want.
Dude,
to
hands
get.
locked under the butt.
Yeah, and he's so strong. Also, you're still insufferable, but like,
dude, he
you
looked
could-
so good.
you could fight your ass off.
Having said that, man, even though Leon got taken down 9 times, that dude reversed it a couple times, kept on getting up.
No, Leon. I mean,
Leon is nasty. I thought he would pull it out. I thought that Bilal would get tired from all those takedowns or something would happen, but not the
what do you
case.
think's next for Bilal?
I mean, it's got to be Shavkat.
Rachmaninoff, probably.
Yeah, Rachmaninoff. I've seen Shavkat for him. I've seen Ian Gary against Leon.
So
There's a lot of cool options.
I would love to see Ian Gary versus like, because Nick Diaz is coming back. Like Ian Gary versus Nick, just the shit talking from Nick Diaz.
Usman's still in the mix, you know. So there's a lot of guys at 170. Jack Della Maddalena. There's plenty of dudes for him to fight next.
Go ahead and fix that.
Yeah, we got
Leon Edwards
Usman,
thing.
Shaka, Colby, Jack Della Maddalena.
Yeah, Rachmanoff's so fucking tough. Dude.
Yeah, I don't see Gilbert Burns. I don't see him in the mix as much right now.
No, but I'd like to see Gilbert Burns versus Ian Gary.
I'm surprised Gilbert Burns is still ranked above him. I guess Ian Gary's last fight was MVP, and MVP's
what
not
the fuck
really
is
even ranked.
Colby still doing in the top?
I don't know, dude. He keeps in there though. I want to see our boy Jeff Neal get back in there. Doesn't Jeff Neal? He beat Bilal, right?
Did he?
I believe so. Had a good fight against him anyway. But you know, we're gonna do a couple of recaps of some of the moves. You know, I'm gonna kind of show how Aspinall was able to take Curtis Blades down with the jab. I'd really like you to show some of the
Gilly.
No, not the Gilly. The just the high C against the cage that Bilal did. That's really good stuff. That's like some of my favorite work that you can do against the cage like that.
So we'll probably we'll do those videos. We'll probably just insert them before the fight so you guys can see them, and we'll kind of break it down. Like we're gonna do that. Like one of the guys who does the media here like brought it up and like it's a super good idea, so you guys can kind of see and get a little bit of technique and stuff from these videos, not just our stupid faces.
Yeah, Jeff Neal beat him in 2019.
It's a long time ago.
It is, dude. He's gotten a lot better since then.
Yeah, no, it's rough. It's like again, but no. Dana White said he's never given out those $100,000 bonuses again because like I do it and everyone fights like shit.
Dana, stop being so cheap. Just do it. They should all be 100K anyway.
Yeah. And then like
You know when they first bumped up to 100K was UFC 100, which I think took place before I was even in the UFC, like 2011. Buddy, we got to scale this pay a little bit.
Yeah, no, inflation's a real thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I think like starting like UFC, I think it's still probably the same it was when I was in there.
Sure Bilal Muhammad's contract wasn't like I bet he didn't get pay-per-view points for this. Like
no, definitely not.
Yeah, so
I looked at their pay and Leon made the most. I think Leon got over $1 million.
Bro, you're gonna have to start paying Tom Aspinall Scrooge McDuck money.
Big time, dude.
Like I know he's probably got a contract. He's got 1 or 2 more fights. Like that last fight, they're gonna give him John
Keeps
Jones.
finishing people. People like him.
Yeah,
you know, he's very likable.
Yeah, good looking dude. Like he's jacked. Like he weighed in, has arms out like this. I was like, my man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm up
not
there.
Not a radio face.
Yeah, no. All right.
You have a radio body, Pat.
Yeah, bro, I've been working out.
I know you look good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All
you
right.
too. All right. Hey, so what's the next UFC? Oh, you know what we should do?
What's that?
We should do the CJI and the ADCC.
Did I tell you I'm going?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But we should do that. Like we should
I
do
like that.
We should do like the who we think is going to win each division. Because we don't have to talk about every fighter, but we'll just pick each division from both of them.
I like that.
And we'll talk about who we think is going to win and see how good it is.
Yeah. Let's see. Next fights we got UFC on ABC 7.
No,
wow.
skip that.
Yeah. UFC on ESPN 61. Tybura versus Spivak. No.
Duplessis versus. We'll do that one.
That'll be it. UFC 305.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, well, we'll see you guys next time for UFC 305, and we're going to do ADCC and CJI and maybe talk a little shit about all the drama that's going on there.
Yeah, do the new sign off that you were talking about for the podcast.
Whoa, suck it, nerds.